Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Corn Booth pregame.
Hey, is this thing on? Hello, testing.
No debate, cause it's all. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant.
What's up, Twitter world? There's my little OJ.
He's got an autographed OJ photo.
Has anybody heard the story about the Glizzy guy?
He fits today's generation.
Oh yeah, speaking of lady basketball players, the Lola Bunny, bonkable. Yes or no?
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Corn Booth Pregame X podcast. Yeah, we only do these about twice a year. Due to circumstances, I'm going away for a wedding on Thursday. One of my two best friends is getting married on Friday, so it's a whole hullabaloo. And being the best man, I kind of have to be on my A game. So that being said, I asked the boys what days can we work this week, and they're like, let's smack it all together on Monday. I'm like, sure, let's party. I'm all up for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Corner with Pregame Man podcast. And by the way, after tonight's show, we will be announcing who actually won our giveaway. I apologize it's on my behalf why we didn't announce it last Thursday. Last Thursday's show was an absolute screaming speed through mess of a show. It came out great, but all of us were just flying through it at Mach 1 because of the holidays. But all that aside, it's great to be here. We got a special guest coming on today, making his return for the first time, I believe, since June. So he's a very happy camper because he's going to get to see Joe Milton play for his Patriots this week. Must watch television. Also, Carson Wentz will be starting for the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday. The absolute football cinema. I cannot wait. Oh, and not to mention, we are getting a Tanner McKee versus Drew Lock Eagles-Giants game. I am so excited. So excited. So all that being said, ladies and gents, my co-host tonight, he's I guess happy because his Jets lost. I don't know. They got absolutely railroaded by the Bills. Matt Ordazzo.
Oh, I'm very happy. I am very happy the Jets lost. Look at this. I'm all decked out. Got my lemonade.
Jets
my water.
Jets water cup. I love it.
I only paid for one of them. Yeah, no, it's a great day. I was watching the Giants game for pretty much the second half. Like once the Jets were down like 30-0, I was like, there's no reason. No reason to watch this.
I'm going to ask our other co-host and our guest when we walk in here. The Giants-Colts game was electric factory. I would have watched the whole thing if it wasn't for me just getting pure ecstasy from watching two backup quarterbacks smoke the Cowboys. I already knew I was losing in fantasy. The second DK Metcalf and JSN put up less than 10 points combined, I literally was like, second place it is. Got it. I was so mad because I kicked the guy's butt the first week, but that's why you play a 2-week championship. So he had Bijan, Mike Evans, and Bucky Irving and Joe Burrow all go off. So I was screwed either way. But shout to Teddy for his first championship. And
Drew Lock and Joe Flacco having one of the most electric games in the regular season this year was not on my bingo card for 2024.
Tanner McKee throwing 2 touchdowns and 1 completion on 3 or 4 throws. By the way, that's got to be one of the best in relief debuts I've ever seen. 4 throws, 1 incompletion that was a touchdown if AJ Brown got his foot in. The following drive, 2 throws later, hits the same ball, just gets it lower, and then hits that little drag route to Devontae Smith. And as our next guest can tell you, Devontae Smith on a drag route, it's almost impossible to cover. Speaking of Devontae Smith, this guest here is an Alabama native, or not Alabama, Alabama graduate. He's the host of Tailgate in the Quad. And you might remember him. He did about, 200 episodes with me. Ladies and gentlemen, belly up, Kev.
Yeah, 200 episodes. I needed a break for the last couple of months.
It's okay, buddy. We had a amicable split from. I think it made our friendship more stable.
Yeah, and it's more than you can say about my parents' divorce. So
See, I got to give Kev credit.
Mine too.
I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
We got two divorce jokes on the board. All right,
Do you still talk to both your parents?
It's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I have good. Yes. Yeah. I have 4.
One of them.
To our sponsors, I apologize in advance for the beginning of this show. I should have just put a warning on the show to begin with, but whatever.
I'll get them out of the way before we get into the ad reads. One of them decided to leave before I was an adult. The other one decided to abandon me for Kansas. So
My God.
I'm 0 for 2 here. I'm basically Batman without the billions of dollars or the 6-pack abs.
Or the really fast tank car.
Right. I can't top that. So
I mean, the red cross track, I guess that's the closest thing you get to a Batmobile.
Kansas.
Yeah.
Also,
I
ladies and gentlemen,
want to top it, Matt.
ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a fellow hyped Eagles fan, rocking the Kelly Green today. We just watched Tanner McKee, the Pitt legend Kenny Pickett, light up the Cowboys secondary. Ladies and gentlemen, our comedian Chris Liploff. I couldn't finish the words.
Yeah,
The corner boots red rifle.
Sorry. I was looking at buying LeBron James Hennessy. Saw it online.
Oh yeah. Is it still like $38? I might have to get it.
Yeah.
I bought the Nas one.
Somebody has a Twitter
Najee
account.
Hennessy's not bad.
Somebody has a Twitter account username. Did Jimmy Carter die today? No, Jimmy Carter did not die today.
He died like 2 days ago.
Did you see the Joel Embiid jokes with him?
Oh my
Yeah, did not make a conference finals yet.
Yeah,
Saw
he's like
Hawks
he's seen
Dude,
the Great
dude,
Depression,
Twitter-
World War II.
They were talking about
Jack
something
Robinson
PMP this
play.
morning. I'm like, is this really what it's coming to? Like a president dies and we're making jokes about how in sports he didn't get to see this.
I got
They already said breaking news. He will not be attending the upcoming inauguration.
What the
Poor
Oh
guy.
my lord. God, I need a break from the world sometimes.
Did
yes,
anyone
Kevin.
see him during the eclipse?
No.
The pictures of him? I'm not a conspiracy theorist by nature. Okay, I kind of am.
I was like, what, bud?
I don't think Jimmy Carter died on December 26th or whatever it was.
Oh god.
I think it was a while ago.
Yeah,
Like
I did.
You're talking early December. They just wanted to wait until after the holidays.
No, maybe even before that. They wanted him to get to a hundo.
When they had his 100th birthday pictures, it looked like they just took a dead body and just spruced him up real quick, put him out there on a little stretcher. Or,
I don't.
with that kind of wheelchair.
I don't want to be like. I don't. See, I hate doing these type of jokes, dude. But you ever see that SpongeBob episode where like they go and like try to
Oh,
sell
the chocolate?
Oh
Yeah.
my god! Remember the old lady? Like the real old lady.
Sweet chocolates.
I always hated it.
Hated it. Yeah, that's him.
All right. We got to move
It
on.
was
To talk
him.
about. We got to move on. We got to talk.
Yeah.
We can
Was.
make jokes all I want about how I can't. I'm trying to keep a straight face here. You guys are trying to break me today. It's not going to
In
happen.
all seriousness, Jimmy Carter was a great person and arguably the best person to ever serve as president of the United States.
I don't
And
actually.
it
hate
is. No,
Damn
he was a
right.
wonderful person. He did a lot for humanity, did a lot for people, and it's very sad that he is done.
We're a Jimmy Carter podcast.
Yeah, we're a JC cast.
Or JC cast. I'm just trying to see who won between. Damn it, Missouri won. Crap. They screw me all year,
You expected Iowa to put up points?
dude. Okay, so here's the thing, and Matt is witness to this. Every time I bet on Missouri to win, they screw me. So finally, I took the money and ran to Iowa, who has 95% of their starters playing, and said, "Let's do this." And then they still found a way to lose.
That's
Putting
like
your
me
faith in
betting
Kirk
on,
Ferentz.
That's fair. That's
I
like me
hate-
betting on when Bo Nix was in Oregon, I could never get it, and then the Steelers this year, I just go against now.
Well, lucky for you, the Steelers are in the six-pack this week.
Lovely.
Actually, it's an 8-pack. This is why I said really nobody's dead on the 6-pack until about division weekend, because we always load the the playoff weekend and Christmas and Thanksgiving, so it kind of shifts the balance of power. But this is a weird sports weekend for me. I went from loving life on Friday night at 1:30 in the morning, found out Corbin Burns was a Diamondback, to Saturday loving watching Cam Ward go out one more time for Miami, then understanding why he had to take himself out, and then watching us really need a quarterback for next year because Emory Williams ain't it. And then Sunday, after the depression of watching my Hurricanes lose to the lesser team from Iowa, I then got to watch my Eagles with two different backup quarterbacks smack the bejesus out of Dallas. And that made it all feel better. So very up and down sports weekend for your boy. And then we get to finish it off with Monday Night Football tonight. I betting this weekend, besides Christmas Day, I have been shooting like crap. So it's been a rough couple weeks for me. But we'll start off with this because this actually did make me very happy this weekend. And my mom's like, "What? Okay, I came on Saturday," and she's like, "I got a Diamondbacks hat. I'm all jumpy. I got the Hurricanes gear on too." She goes, "What's the Diamondbacks?" I'm like, "We signed one of the best pitchers in baseball, and yeah, I'm excited." And before we get into all the unlike Mad Bum or Montgomery, he's not burnt. Unlike Zach Greinke, he's not weird. He just has a really good cutter, throws mid-90s, and does not give up a lot of long balls, which in Arizona is a godsend. So his one weakness to his game is the fact he gives up a lot of caught stealings, but we have one of the best caught stealing catchers in the league, and Gabriel Moreno, I guess his percentage is like one of the highest in baseball for the last 3 years. So hopefully it fixes that. But Corbin Burns, Zach Gallen, Eduardo Rodriguez, Brandon Pfaadt, and Merrill Kelly is a absolutely stacked rotation with Dre Jameson and Tommy Henry Ryan Nelson as backups. And we can send Fat Boy into the sun, a.k.a. send him to Oakland.
You know he's going to be like the fourth or fifth guy in that rotation. Actually, you know what? Maybe that'll be better for him. Drop him down in the rotation.
No, we're not. No, Arizona's not keeping Monty. They don't want him. They've been trying to get rid of him all offseason.
Send him this way.
Nate, you just said you were an East fan.
Nate, we'll throw him in. Nate, we'll give you him, and we'll give you one of our prospects for Mason Miller.
I'll just leave. Hi, Kev. Good to see you. It's been a while. Roll Tide.
Hey, Roll Tide.
High tide, Kev. High tide.
Oh, I hate that commercial. Honestly, first viewing, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. But then they decide to play it 15 times every commercial break.
Oh my god!
And it gets so old.
I like Bundle Rooski. I hear that one every Sunday.
Oh my lord, that one! I mute that commercial now. I just came.
I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what happened, but every now and then my wife now yells at the dog and just ends it with Roll Tide, just at the top of her lungs.
Do you sit
I don't know.
after Roll Tide sit?
Love it.
No, she just yells at him, says some things to him, and then she's like, "Go lay down, Roll Tide." And I'm like, I don't know.
I like stupid.
And the best part is Bianca does not have ain't her whole family from the north too. Like there ain't no southern in her at all.
No, she has family from like Georgia and the Carolinas, but like media family all been up here.
I was gonna say, I'm like, if she's got family from down south, at least she's got a little southern. But I was gonna say, I'm like, Bianca does not strike me as somebody who doesn't do it for other than the memes.
I have no idea. I just kind of, it's when you're married, you just kind of let things be. This is one of those things.
Yeah, Kev, you got a month until that starts happening, right?
55 days, 56.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. So, like I said, I got one best friend getting married on Friday. The other one, I got 51 or 52 days to get myself mentally checked in.
Yeah, just don't show up drunk and be there on time.
Yeah, wait until after your duties are done and then feel good.
You should
Listen,
get rid of
at our boys' wedding back in July, I actually did not get clocked the entire weekend. I got close, but never actually got that screwed up.
I made the I don't know how you feel, Kev, but I made the mistake because I'm not a big beer guy, but I made the mistake of like buying like a 24 pack of like Rolling Rock, and we were just chugging beers right before the ceremony started. So besides like having to go to the bathroom, I was just bloated as hell in my suit. I was just trying to suck that thing in, and I was just like the beer was. No, and I was standing at the altar.
Oh,
I'm like,
I think I'm just doing like a glass or two of whiskey beforehand,
Nice.
and that's it.
Perfect.
I'm not doing beer. I'm not trying to get cocked for my wedding.
Kev, any
Something to take
preference
the
on what
edge
kind of
off.
whiskey you want? Because that is something me and Cam could get for you.
I'm bringing my own.
Oh,
It's over here.
is this the
This is
whiskey I'm thinking of?
Not LeBron Hennessy.
Yeah, it's behind a bunch of stuff, so I don't want to move it. But yeah, probably
Okay, because I've been dying to try that whiskey since we've been friends. So
that one will be shared. It will be shared.
I know. I'll probably bring something as well. I know you're not a cigar guy, so I feel like a bourbon would be the next best thing.
Perfect.
Because
So
I can. This is the most me thing ever. I'm outside splitting wood today to help my old man out get house ready because it's gonna snow next week, and I'm just like out here splitting wood. I'm like, I want a cigar. It's like 51 degrees outside. I'm just out there just working, splitting wood with a big ass Rock Patel winter cigar hanging out of my mouth, just going to town. With this, I had Beats headphones on too, which it was in a bandana because for some reason my head was cold. So it was just a weird all around experience for me.
Did you have a shirt on?
Yeah, I had a shirt on. I had a long sleeve shirt on.
I feel like that would have completed the ensemble. Just doing
I
all
was
that.
thinking about wearing a cutoff, wearing a cutoff shirt, but I was just like, nah. I started getting cold when I got back from the gym, so I was like, you know what? Let me just long sleeve shirt, work pants, work boots, cigar.
Beer.
No beer actually. It's my first beer of the night.
My father-in-law bought me one of those whiskey glasses that has a little cut in the side so you can stick your cigar in there.
I got one of those too. I love it.
I gotta try that out.
Well, yeah, Matt, we'll go to Owl House in New Haven. We'll go try it out there.
Yeah, it's a nice spot. I like that place a lot.
I've never
Especially
been. I've had
getting back.
16 different people tell me to go, and I've never gone. It's like, oh,
It's
Matt's
like,
definitely gonna want to go with me.
It's like a little thin kind of place. Like it's nice. You get like a table if you get a little like a lounge area in the back. They do have outdoor stuff with some of those heat lamps, but nice little spot for little old fashioned.
Yeah, I've been to one cigar club in my life. It was in Milford, and it was monstrous. It was absolutely huge. But cigar clubs are cool. It's just like everything there was overpriced, and it was just like it was a weird feel. And everyone had their own locker. I was like, this is odd to me.
I went to
Yeah,
a
no.
vape shop one time. Saw a guy ripping clouds on a beanbag chair, and I just walked right out. I said, "This isn't this isn't for
Two
me."
different sides of the nicotine spectrum. I love it.
I was so
Too
mad.
Too
I'm like,
hipster for you.
Oh my lord!
You
All
walked
right.
in. What would Jimmy Carter do? He's like, he'd leave.
what would JC want?
Well, he would have left.
All right.
Yeah.
All I got is thoughts on the Burns trade. One, Nate texted me at 1:30 in the morning. Jared, wake up! Burns the Diamondback. I'm like, what? But me literally about to get in bed because I'm about to go to sleep, and I'm just because me and Kev were doing all of our stuff for our NCAA Dynasty League. I was about to go to bed. Me absolutely just like, okay, I can't sleep now. So that was cool. I'm excited for this season. Any thoughts on Burns? Kevin, I know yours. If you want to reiterate them, obviously you're welcome to. Any thoughts on Burns to the Diamondbacks?
No,
I mean, you already.
Oh, go ahead, Kev.
I mean, you already addressed what I'm gonna say because I told it to you right after the signing. But man, I wish we had some litmus test for how big name pitchers do when they sign later than expected for less money to the Diamondbacks.
I mean, it's still technically during the offseason.
But it's later than expected. He was expected to go in that right after Soto around the time of the free deal, and then he didn't because Scott Boras once again overvalued a player's market. And look, I hope it works out for you. I really do. The Red Sox make me sad, so this isn't even. I wanted the Red Sox to sign him, so I'm not gonna lie and say I think he's just a bad player. But yeah, hope it goes well.
I think you have less of an axe to grind than our friend Kelsey here, who his Giants were projected to get Burns the entire offseason. And I was just like, wait, I'm like, I thought he went to the Giants. Like, no, he never saw. Like, oh, and then I found out why. One, his family lives in Scottsdale. Two, I didn't realize this. So somebody did a side by side of the taxes in California versus the taxes in Arizona. Arizona paid him a couple million less, and he still ends up making more money because of how bad the taxes are in Arizona, which is in California. Which is when I made the joke. The taxes in California are probably higher than they are in China. Nate chimed in. Damn right they are. Our California resident himself.
Or he could have just showed them the sites around San Francisco and said, "This isn't for me."
Besides the ballpark, I have no reason to go to San Francisco other than
Nobody does.
Unless you
No,
want an
I mean,
Asian,
this is-
come to SF.
Or that. Yeah, good move, Jared.
I was waiting. I'm excited. It's good. Like
I was
it's
watching
this,
the Batman trilogy, I guess, when this all went down. I was sleeping.
nice. This kind
I
of has
do-
more of a Granky vibe than a Monty or Mad Bum vibe to me.
Used to be a
Well,
big
when
Frankie guy.
when Kev dropped that stat, I had to think about it. I was like, oh wow, that is fair, because I thought of every of those big time pitchers that went there later in the off season. But I mean, it had to be done for the Diamondbacks. I mean, the pitching was terrible. I'm looking at the stats from last year. They had a combined starting rotation ERA of a 4.63, and they were 27th in baseball in their starting rotation. So Burns was something that they needed. I mean, he comes with he was 15-9. He had a 2.92 ERA last year. 181 strikeouts. That's going to be a big bolster for your rotation. Like you said, him with Zach Gallen and Kelly and Erod. As long as everybody's clicking, that should be fine. But it's just, to be told or to be determined. We'll see. Hopefully it works out for him. I like Corbin Burns. He's a great
All I'm
pitcher.
just happy is no more Paul Sewald. He's
And-
literally the reason we lost to the Rangers in the World Series. That man literally cost us 2 games.
And I don't honestly know what's wrong with Montgomery. I mean, he was good with the Yankees, but like he was good as in like he was a good
He
4.
doesn't
He was a good
fit
5,
Arizona.
4.
So he was
He-
better on the road for them. By the way,
He was fantastic with the Royals, but that's because nobody pays attention to Royals baseball.
Also,
so
I
it's
have a
not hard
theory
to
here.
see.
I've been saying this for years. As somebody who's watched over 10,000 Diamondbacks games or is getting close to it, pitchers who throw harder or like strikeout pitchers or guys who draw a lot of ground balls, pitches in the dirt, breaking ball stuff, they don't give up a lot of home runs. They succeed in Arizona because I'm gonna be straight up with you. We don't do what Colorado does, where they rehydrate the ball, where they dehumidify the balls or whatever, humidor the balls. So everything flies. Like there's a reason, like half of the big home runs for the year, like 20 out of the top 50 longest home runs for the year, are usually at Chase Field because the ball sails because of the dry air. They don't do anything to affect the ball trajectory. So guys like Montgomery, who are just innings eaters, who have like decent stuff, are going to get killed. That's why like a guy like CC Sabathia would have hated going to Arizona. A much better version of what Jordan Montgomery attempts to be is what CC Sabathia was. Guys like that don't really do well. Zach Greinke, breaking balls, keeps the ball low, changes speeds, does okay. The best example of all time is Brandon Webb. Electric for about a 7-year stretch in Arizona, because what did he do? He kept the ball low, breaking balls, sinkers, balls in the dirt. Won a Cy Young, I believe, in 07, or came in second. I can't remember. Either way, I think he won 07. So that is my theory. A guy like Burns, who throws a lot of cutters, a lot of breaking balls, does not give up a lot of ton of long balls. I think he'll do great in Arizona versus a guy like Montgomery or Mad Bum, who just try to overpower you and eat innings. Doesn't work unless you're like Randy Johnson or even Robbie Ray struggled. He throws like not high 90s. So it's a different kind of vibe, I guess. That was my theory. I think that's why Monty didn't fit, because Monty's very much, he doesn't have anything. He's not going to blow a 95-mile-an-hour fastball by. It's not his game. So if he goes to a place like Boston or goes to a place like Las Vegas, where, gee, I'm holding a sneeze right now. All right. Where the ball won't fly as far. Boston might be a bad example because obviously with the monster, the pesky pole, and everything else, weird home runs get out of there. But a bigger ballpark like Atlanta maybe might be a good fit. But I just think he wasn't a good fit there. So that's my rant. We can start talking football now if you guys want.
Can I address 2 things about that rant?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
One, Brandon Webb came in second in 07. I looked it up. I did not know that off the dome. World Series champion Jake Peavy won it in 2007. Second of all, Chris, did you just say Fenway's a great stadium?
I loved it when I went there.
I have a take about Fenway Park that I think a lot of Red Sox fans would hate. It's a very cool place to visit.
Mm-hmm.
If you have gone to more than 2 or 3 games there, it is
I've been
not
to 3 games,
good.
so you're spot on wherever you're going with this.
It is not a good stadium to watch baseball in. The sightlines are terrible. The seats are tiny and uncomfortable. The food is very pedestrian. John Henry just keeps jacking up ticket prices while refusing to pay good players. I cannot wait for them to not extend Garrett Crochet after trading for him. Now, they didn't give up much, but they're not going to pay him because John Henry is cheap. So, yeah, I love Fenway, and I want them to keep it, but it's not a good place to watch baseball or college football games because pesky polls in the way.
Do you think they brought back Nevers just to avoid like a fan mutiny? Because I was surprised that I'm surprised they extended him. They should have extended him, but I'm surprised that of just who they let go. They were like, we're going to definitely pay you, not Mookie Betts, anybody like that.
I think that's part of it. I do hate the fan mentality, though, of, well, they didn't pay Mookie Betts, so why should they pay anyone? Well, that's just stupid. I think
shit, I keep interrupting you. Go ahead.
That's fine. I just talk. It's yapping. You can cut me off. I think Boston media, especially some of the fans, but really the media, is sad that it's no longer between the years 1919 and 2003 because they love being the widow old Red Sox who can never catch a break. And now that they've tasted some success, they're miserable because they had something that made them happy. And now they don't have it because John Henry put the money in and now he can just print money, basically. So I hate Boston media. I hate John Henry, and Fenway Park is a mid-place to watch baseball.
That's exactly.
It's okay. Me and Chris hate Philadelphia media.
Yeah, I always found similarity in Boston fans and Philly fans. Media just ruins their sports teams.
Mm-hmm.
It's been going on with the Eagles, Flyers, Sixers, Phillies. Doesn't matter. And it shows every year. Like they try to pawn AJ Brown as a scapegoat for anything with the Eagles. Jared knows. So it's pretty sad. So it's sad to see with the Red Sox because I actually like that stadium. I've only been there a few times, so you're actually pretty spot on with that. I got a couple of buddies who went to college up there, so I enjoyed it up there. The 2018 year, we actually we had opening day tickets against the Rays. The year they won the World Series against the Dodgers, we sat right behind Mookie Betts in right field. So that was pretty sick. That was actually my first time there. So I guess it was a pretty good, fun experience. Got to fight with the Rays closer. He was going to give me the ball and then throw it away.
How long ago was this?
2018.
Would you get Fernando Rodney? So the Rays closer?
Yeah, Rays closer. That's Fernando Rodney.
I guess, yeah.
I'm trying to think back. I don't know if he was there after.
Last time I've been there, last time I've been to Fenway, I think it was like 3 years ago. They played the Yankees. They got in a fight with a Yankees fan. He was wearing a Didi Warriors jersey, and he was on the Phillies. I told him to take it off. He was on the Phillies. He's like,
was it
forever?
Did he have the name on the back of the jersey?
I be honest with you.
If he did, then I think he should have gotten his teeth kicked in.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Matt is
I thought you meant the closer. I'm like, I don't know about the closer. The dude that was wearing the Didi jersey, yeah, he had the last name.
Oh,
yeah. Well,
he
deserves to get it.
Yeah.
I think any Yankees fan in Fenway deserves to get their teeth kicked in.
I can't.
But we don't do that anymore.
The amount of crap
at Yankee Stadium,
I couldn't stand them.
I see more like Red Sox fans going to the stadium than it ends in like handshakes. I'm like, back in the day, somebody would be hanging over the rafter of like the second deck. Now we're just like laughing about it, shaking hands, like, oh, buy him a beer. I'm like, what do you mean? Where's the rival?
I went to Eagles Packers like 2 years ago now. It was the Aaron Rodgers game. It was Aaron Rodgers' last game as a Packer. Or what is his last? I believe it was. Anyway, and I remember this like it was yesterday. It's about the second quarter. Eagles were up by like 3. And all we see is like everyone losing their stuff. And we look losing their minds. We look up in the stands and there's a guy with a Bledsoe Cowboys jersey starting shit. And the whole crowd, Eagles and Packers fans, start chanting, throw him out. Dallas sucks. And it was the most, we were all laughing because I was with 2 Packers fans, 2 Eagles fans, and a Giants fan. So it was a very interesting mix.
It was a Cowboy, dude.
I wonder why I ball.
No, I low-key respect the move. If for no other reason than the Bledsoe Cowboys jersey, I love Drew Bledsoe.
Oh, I did too. So much.
One of the most
fun quarterback to watch.
One of the most underrated quarterbacks, I think, of all time.
Mm-hmm.
He was a straight baller. phenomenal player. It just, for him, sucks that he was the guy right before Tom Brady. And he almost got his life taken from him.
Yeah. But
Mo Lewis.
I could talk for hours. We could talk for hours about
Mo
baseball,
Lewis?
fun experiences. We do have to
got it.
cover the six-pack game. So obviously Missouri won over Iowa. Iowa State beat Miami because Cam Ward sat. And Miami's secondary is awful, but they're all freshmen, and we're getting 3 guys in the transfer portal. I'm not really that worried anymore. UConn. Yeah, first bowl win since 04. Let's go. Beat
9 wins. You see Jim Mora putting out things like watch yourself before you poach our guys through tampering or whatever. He was like, we know who you are. We'll expose you. Think twice before messing with my players. Like,
Jim Mora
UConn wins 9 games.
Shout to his pops for coming on the show in the preseason. Yeah, Jim Mora. Honestly, Jim Mora Jr. coming to UConn was actually pretty cool. You know, as much as like Miami will always be my team for college football, I do kind of have a soft spot for UConn football because I love seeing them come back from how awful they have been the past 5-10 years since Randy Edsall left the first time. So, but also BYU. I want to talk about this one quick, and I'm happy Kevin's here. BYU thumps Colorado, like thumps.
Yeah.
Whew. Kev, I kind of want your opinion because, like, we all know where I stand on Colorado. I'm not the biggest fan. I think Shedder's a head case. I can't stand the dad. Love Travis Hunter. I think he has to get rid of his fiance, his ASAP, but that's a whole nother argument. Because she's bad news. But I mean, listen, he just pulls a CD lamp, takes the cell phone away, kicks her out the door. Kev, what are your thoughts on BYU just putting a stop into Colorado?
I don't think it's surprising, to be honest. I think the score is surprising. I think the fact that BYU won is not. BYU, they're never in the national spotlight very much, and that's why some of their players were complaining to the media after their production meeting, kind of saying, hey, talk about BYU. But BYU has always been a respectable program. Mm-hmm. They're always decent, sticking around. They've won a national championship. People forget that.
They have like a laundry list of NFL quarterbacks too. Like they're not a bad program.
Yeah, so I'm not surprised. I would be concerned if I were Colorado that Dion might try to jump ship to the NFL or to Florida State if Norvell gets fired. But I think Colorado right now is at a similar point for slightly different reasons, but is at a similar point to what Texas was under Herman and right when Stark first got there. Yeah.
Okay.
They had a couple of really good skill guys, but they didn't have a great line either side. They had a lot of glaring holes because they just went for flashy positions. And I think it will raise the question, can you build a team effectively through the portal? Similar to how in the NFL and other sports, it's can you build a team effectively just through free agency? I think the answer is still no.
You want to see it done once.
Yeah. Ole Miss and Lane are trying to do it. Same Colorado. But I think next year is when we'll really see if Colorado can be a mainstay on the national media, or not national media, on the national stage in terms of college football. Because they'll always be a mainstay because of Dion in the media.
Who did they get for a quarterback to replace Shedder?
It wasn't Julian Lewis.
It's the kid from Liberty.
Salter.
Jalen Salter.
Okay, they just got like the number one quarterback.
Too. Yeah, they got the number one quarterback from like the 2025 class or whatever. He's gonna pull a was the Cromartie kid. He's gonna pull the same thing he did, just transfer after a year or two. I really worry more of just what I see of it's the culture in Colorado. It's like unless you're one of Dion's like crew, like one of his inner circle like players, I don't know if you get the same respect or treatment that like his main starters do. And I understand his methods do get some results, but I think at the same time there is a reason why it has not worked at all. I look at like dominant cultures, I think of Saban, your team with Saban, like that is the pinnacle of what works. And even to the complete polar opposite, Chris and Matt's Tigers on their Orgeron. Complete utter circus, but there was so much talent they could win, and Orgeron just let them run. But
We'll never be happy under Brian Kelly.
okay, so Georgia Tech, they lost all their starters, so they'll probably win that one. Dowd win. Wildcats are trash. Win. Oh, they'll lose to Arizona State, lose to BYU again. Iowa State loss.
Beat Houston.
Yeah, they'll beat Houston. They'll beat K-State. They'll beat Horned Frogs. Utah's.
I think.
Who did TCU? TCU's got like a B- recruiting class at best. They're not even that good this next year. For next year.
Yeah, I think Colorado's always going to drop one of these games with their current.
Yeah, so I see them dropping Utah and West Virginia or Rich Rod. I think is that team next year where everyone's gonna be like, how are they only have 3 losses or 4 losses in the Big 12? I love the Rich Rod move to West Virginia. It's one of the most slept on moves of the year.
I think West Virginia, and I think they will because of his history. West Virginia fans, I think, need to be patient with Rich Rod, though. That is an offense. I know everyone runs it now, but he needs to get his guys in.
Oh, yeah.
Who can run it the way he wants to as the originator of the read option.
The spread running option, yeah.
Yeah,
I just remember when we were kids with Slayton and Pat White and Noel Devine. That was like the most fun I ever watched college football.
Yeah, so you need to give him 2-3 years. Because I think with the portal and with the fact he created this so he knows what he needs, he can turn it around quicker than another coach could.
Yeah.
But I think next year is not going to be a bad year for West Virginia. I don't think it's going to be this miraculous turnaround.
Yeah.
Or they'll be 12-1 by the end of the year, and I'll be completely wrong.
So we'll get in there. We'll start talking the 6-pack in a second, Kev. I kind of wanted to run this by you. I'm really kind of happy you came on. So there's so much college football to talk about. Miami season went exactly how I thought it was going to go. In preseason. Because our biggest issue became our biggest issue. Our secondary was awful. OJ Federico is a great corner. He'll be a great corner in 2 years. But besides that, Mish Powell was okay at best, and the rest of the guys were forgettable. Cam Ward bailed us out of a lot of bad games. He's the best quarterback in the country. We have an amazing run game. We're getting Fletcher and Damian Martinez both back, which is awesome. And we're getting Jordan Lyle back, who honestly, I don't know how he's going to be incredible by the time he's a junior. Jordan Lyle is a name you got to watch for Heisman in 2 years. He is one of the best running backs I've ever seen in my life. As a freshman, he looked incredible. Anyway, they have a lot of guys coming back. They have a lot of good weapons coming back. I'm not really – the guys we lost to the portal, honestly, I'm kind of happy they're all leaving. The only one I kind of sucked about was Riley Williams because I think he's a great kind of big physical tight end. But this season went exactly how I thought it was going to go. We're gonna drop 2 games that made no sense. I got my hopes up. I got caught up in the hype. But in the beginning of the year, I thought, okay, this sucks for Cam Ward because he's not going to win the national title with us. But we're going to win and probably get to the ACC title game and then lose or not even get there at all. That was my thought process. What sucks is that I kind of got excited. And also, Mario has filled his promise. He said he was going to turn the program around in 3 years. It's been 3 years. Miami's going to be end of the season probably ranked. And they have a top 20 recruiting class coming in. And they're one decent quarterback away with their transfer they already got from probably winning the ACC next year. So I'm happy with what happened this season. Does it suck how it ended? Yeah. Do I hate Georgia Tech and Syracuse? Yeah. But am I optimistic for next year? See, we get a quarterback, but yeah, Emory Williams is terrible. But, this kid we're getting out of Georgia, I think his name is Nickel, phenomenal. But I think he needs a year. So who we get in the bridge? That's what all my questions. But besides that, we went and got a couple good dudes on the secondary. We're bringing a bunch of linebackers back. I think Bryant and Aguirre are both coming back. So I'm not really that upset. That's my thought. We're getting Ruben Bain back. He's not transferring, thank God. So
Miami needs to get a boring white dude at quarterback.
I'm okay with that.
That's how you know the U is back.
Quinn Ewers is available.
That's how you know the U is back. And I think Quinn Ewers is a good fit. He got rid of the mullet. He no longer has the bleach blonde hair. That's what the U needs. They need an adult Quinn Ewers in the room with a bunch of great players around him.
Like I'm telling you right now, one guy I want you guys to watch next year for Blitnikoff nominee is Josiah Trader, Jojo Trader. He is a freak. I watched him stiff arm a guy, outrun 2 corners, and then stiff arm a safety to the ground against Iowa State. And that was him just messing around. Give him a full sample size because he had to sit behind Restrepo, Sam, God, I can't remember his name right now. Sam Brown and Jacoby George were all starters. Obviously, me and Kev saw Jacoby George live. One of the fastest humans I've ever seen in my life. Sucks he's a senior because I would love to see him again. But yeah, I honestly, all things considered, it went exactly how I thought it was going to go.
And you're losing Cam
Also,
McCormick.
I don't know how you're going to come back from that one.
Yeah, but
The
Philly
guy
could
who
draft him in
listen,
round
me and Cam
7.
McCormick have something special. He stared me down last year at the BC game.
Yeah, he hates you.
Cam McCormick hates me. I screamed at him because he dropped. It was an out route, and I'm talking this dude had 40 yards of highway ahead of him. Nobody had even paid attention to him dropping off the backside, and he drops this wide open out route that Van Doofus dropped in his hands, and it hit the ground, and I screamed across the field like, when I yelled, McCormick, you effing suck. You are awful. And I see him look right at you like, oh.
Congrats, you have beef with a senior citizen.
Yeah, maybe Philly will draft him in the 7th
He's like
round.
3 years younger than me, which is insane. He's younger than you.
He'll be 27 by the time draft day comes.
He won't be drafted, but he's, listen, he had an interesting college career. I'm happy he played a full season. That makes me happy. I'm happy to get injured this year. So, Cam, I hope you forgive me. Congratulations. I'm sorry I yelled at you. You gave me a couple of my favorite moments of the season, especially your touchdown against Florida. Anyway, we're moving on. Gentlemen, we have obviously time constraints to hit here. So, it's time to crack a 6-pack presented by the amazing people at SeatGeek. Promo code Belly Up Sports for $20 off your first initial purchase at checkout. The banner got hidden for a second. I apologize.
Oh, Nate's
this
bringing out
count
the
or no?
Stella Rosa.
He pulls up a bottle of wine. Okay, if Nate doesn't drink, that's why this is funny. Sort of.
Nate
will
just
go to
needs to get good sleep, and wine is the greatest thing to put you to sleep.
I will raise you Irish whiskey.
I mean, you could have 2 glasses of wine and you're knocked out on the couch.
Oh no,
That's fair.
sorry. I'll raise you one better than Irish whiskey. I'll raise you Viking mead. That will knock me out in 2 glasses.
Viking meat.
Mead.
Oh,
Okay.
it's called.
I mean, I'm not gonna put it past you. You have a slab of meat from the Viking Nation in your freezer. I mean, knowing you, but I also needed clarification. I got this
Mead is
about the one of your
honey wine.
IPAs.
It is delicious.
wait.
Kevin's. I've gotten a bottle for the holiday party. Kevin's had a glass before. It's very good.
It's good.
It also gives you the worst hangover of all time, but because it's honey wine. But it's sensational. I love it.
When Chris said Viking meat, I was not thinking of like reindeer or something. I was thinking of a
Yes,
strapping
me too.
6'4" blonde man named Sven.
Hey.
Leif Erikson, dude.
Yeah.
Half of
Hey,
the
yeah.
show.
All
right.
What's your name? You guessed it, Gordon.
It's
All right. We're going to start off, obviously, with my favorite team to pick in the SEC this year. I picked them more than any other team.
Oh, they rock.
I went 5-1 with South Carolina this year.
I
Actually,
love
no,
both
sorry, no. 4-2. They lost to Alabama because apparently they don't know how to use a onside kick correctly. Sorry, Cav, I did pick
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, Kev, be
That's
prepared for these
fine.
2 to just talk about how they fucking love the Cox because they love going all fucking cock on everybody with these South Carolina picks.
Yeah, we already talked about Jared's love of Viking
Viking
meat, so it
Yeah,
only makes
God's
sense.
going.
He's a big fan of the Cox.
it was a beautiful transition.
Go Cox!
He loves that big meat, boys. I'll tell you that.
All
Go back
right.
in your box,
Oh.
Nate.
That's the Stella Rosa talking.
Yeah, it's 4%. Nate's alcohol percentage is
God.
his alcohol tolerance is actually negative. So even smelling it gets him drunk.
Bad night to be Chardonnay.
I played.
All right.
No, I was.
South Carolina, Illinois.
I drank a
I'm
whole
going-
mug. Oh, my fault. Go ahead, boss. I'll tell it later. I'll
Oh.
tell it later.
No.
No, we want to hear the drinking. We want to hear drinking Nate's story.
So on Saturday, I was off from work, so I drank a whole mug. I didn't have a glass, like a wine glass, because I'm so new to all this. So I drank like a half a mug of wine, and I played NCAA after. Oh, I was seeing dots, man. I was seeing the whole field like I was like Mahomes or something.
Usually, if you get a standard size wine glass, you fill it up like halfway at most, maybe a little less. So mug did.
Or unless you do something called a holiday pour, where you overfill it.
I was seeing the field like really good. I tell you that.
Nate, you need to drink out of something else. If
Yeah,
you're drinking out of a mug, they're gonna think you're a middle-aged white woman who hates her kids, hates her life, hates her family, hates her husband, and just wants to abandon all of them.
Waiting for it?
Like my mom did.
There it is.
Oh God. Oh, no.
Kevin, you realize I've known you for so long.
We're
I know
Jimmy
every
Carter
joke in the
podcast.
book. I was like, wait. I was like, all right, there's up. I was doing the checklist in my head of every. I'm like, there it is.
Yeah. All right, South Carolina versus Illinois.
Yeah. Everyone's playing. Rocket Sanders is playing. Lorna Sellers is playing. Yeah. Give me South Carolina to absolutely steamroll these guys. I think they're going to cover plus. Illinois had a great season. Brett Bielema actually has something going in Illinois, which is actually pretty impressive. They're just not there yet. That's basically the end of the thing. South Carolina has too much athleticism. They're probably going to be in the end. They're probably going to be challenging Georgia for the SEC East next year. They still do SEC East versus West there, Kev?
It's not really.
Okay, anyway, they'll be a contender in the SEC next year. That is one of my big takes. I said, listen, this team is 1 year away from being a menace to society. South Carolina will roll Illinois here. That is my pick. Honestly, this would have been my gimme if it was in the six-pack.
I'm going to also stick with you. I'm going to take the Gamecocks here. I like the defense. I think they're missing. I think their running back and another pass rusher may not be playing, but I still like the cock fence of the Gamecocks.
I think Rocket Sanders is playing.
Oh, he's playing. All right, and I don't know what I just read. Whatever
I've heard conflicting reports. I don't know. Honestly, they don't need Sanders, and they're so deep a running back. I don't really think it's going to matter.
I don't know. Illinois may cover, but I'm still going to take the Gamecocks to win.
Go Cox, Chris.
I'm going to take South Carolina too. I've taken Illinois a lot this year. They have covered and won. But I'm just going to take South Carolina because last time I took Clemson against them,
I warned you.
Clemson choked. Battle of South Carolina. It was disgusting.
I did text you a giant picture of a rooster, so
you did. It like played the bet. But yeah, I'm taking South Carolina. Give me South Carolina.
I'm a strong proponent that Brett Bielema knows how to coach the Big Ten. Anywhere else, no. But in the Big Ten, he knows how to do it. Unfortunately, he does not know how to coach the SEC, and he's going up against the most electric player in the country in Lenore Sellers. He will be in New York next year. I'm not saying he's definitely going to win the Heisman. He's definitely going to be a finalist. So, yeah, give me the Cox.
All right, Dark Side Nate.
Go Cox.
Attaboy.
Oh, boy. He's
Yeah.
like that.
We all love Cox in here. Let's go.
Oh, well,
All right.
just Nate.
And Jared. But only Viking.
Yeah, forgot.
Yeah, only Vikings.
Only Viking meat.
It's crazy.
God, I need a drink. Oh, wait, there's one right here.
The Viking mug too.
Mom?
No, Viking mug is upstairs. I had to wash it last night.
Oh, yeah, you did.
In the box. Chris's penalty box is presented by the amazing people at Righteous Felon Beef Jerky. Promo code belly up for 15% off. Yeah, it says Nate, not Chris's, but we just automatically send Nate back into the box every couple of minutes. Chris gets back in for the first time since October. Chris, you're back in your natural element. Are you excited?
Why are you looking down at him like he's just like, it's funny. You're looking down like as if he's just.
Yeah, because he's at the bottom of my screen. I can see him in the producer. I'm in
I
the
can't see
producer right
anything.
now.
I don't have those rights.
Yeah, so when you're producing the show, you see everyone's windows. So like I can see if like Nate's waving to me or whatever, or Chris is flicking me off.
Yeah.
I can see all that.
You just let me know where that end button is so I don't press it.
Yeah, I was just visiting the box, not staying.
Yeah, no, it's
Monopoly
still
guy.
Nate still has permanent domain over it.
Yeah, he's got to roll doubles.
The original founder is next to me. Kevin probably deserved the penalty box more than anybody on this show.
We didn't have it when I was here, though.
Exactly, but now that we're trying to pick our reputation up, it's a thing.
That's fair. No, when I was here, I should have
Oh
spent
no,
half
we were
of
the
every
Wild
episode in
West
the
when you were
box.
here, man. We used to say the most crazy shit.
Damn, dude,
Yeah.
I missed the Attitude Era of corner boots.
Yeah, you missed the attitude.
Yeah, you
era.
did.
Some of the shit that come out of me and Kevin's mouth, honestly, I really hope nobody ever digs that deep into our catalog.
Oh God, you just gave him. He just told him to. Oh no.
I didn't tell him which episode or what year.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're moving
In the
on.
archives.
We swept for South Carolina there. For one of the first games, obviously, of the college football playoff. This one's kind of a little dicey. Anybody got any love for Scatabo and ASU? Anybody?
That we do this a lot.
Bueller?
Nah.
Nah.
No.
It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, I
It's
have
a
a feeling it's going to get ugly too.
horns all
ASU
around.
is great. The second they started talking smack about who's got the better quarterback, I'm like, buddy.
No.
I wish I
Big-
went there. to
Big 12
ASU.
ain't like that no more, man.
I wish I went there to ASU, low key. I feel like I'd be a different person.
Not a good one.
You can drink a wine out of a glass.
Yeah,
There you
Nate,
go.
Nate,
Yeah.
honestly, it's probably better you did it right. Better that I didn't go to LSU. It's the same kind of reason.
Mm.
You would have went to
Yeah,
ASU.
speaking
You would have
like
been a
Coach Joe right now.
Phillies. You would have been a Phillies, Oakland, and Arizona fan. You wouldn't have known what to do.
Would have been a Cardinals. No, actually, no, that would be.
Yeah, gross. All right.
Ew.
All right. So we're all going clean sweep on Texas here. That's an easy one. You know what? I would love to see ASU win because it'd be so much fun. But at the same time, it's like they're kind of asking for it now. The way that their quarterbacks can talk a smack about Ewers. And listen, I know Ewers has kind of had a rough season. He'll transfer to Ohio State or Oregon or maybe to Miami. And, just kind of reinvent himself to get drafted next year, which is totally great. Yeah, this Texas team is a lot better on ASU. 51 through 53 or 1 through 88, or I think whatever the number is. So yeah. Moving on. This is the game everyone cares about, though.
Oh.
Oregon got the worst deal out of anybody in the damn tournament. But I think they're up to the challenge. I love Dylan Gabriel. I think he's going to be one of the steals of the draft in April in the second or third round. I think he's he has a kind of Russell Wilson vibe to me. At least for kind of like an undersized quarterback, played at a high level program, great winner. I also love Oregon's entire roster. James, by the way, the running back, awesome. Love Tez Johnson as well, the receiver. They got good guys up front. The Ohio State surprise is kind of worn out. They kind of re-announced themselves to the world, beating the piss out of Tennessee, which Kevin, I know you enjoyed.
I didn't.
You didn't? Oh, so I got to ask you then, because you hate Tennessee, but you hate Ohio State. How did you lean on that one?
I didn't.
You just
You ever see The Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I watched it during the Corbin Burns signing.
That is where I was leading on that game.
Oh my lord! All right, yeah, no, I kind of get that. That's like me watching like Florida State versus Notre Dame. I'm like, can like the whole stadium just kind of?
No, Big Ben had a cameo. That's crazy.
So did Hines Ward.
Yeah.
He's the one around the kickback. Anyway, yeah, I got Oregon here. I'm sticking with my guns. I said they were going to be the national title winner in September. I'm going to stick with it. Love Dylan Gabriel. Love this offense. The defense has enough attitude where they can kind of hang in against a loaded offense like Ohio State and make Will Howard make stupid decisions, which is the way to win the game. So, give me Oregon, Maddie.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Not with Will Howard though. I don't like him. I think Ryan Day sucks. And he just looks. Oh my god, he looks like somebody where you just want him to like trip and fall. Maybe he gets like trampled in the Black Friday line or something. He just looks. He's got that face that you just want to just give a nice sweet chin music to. Give me Oregon.
Okay, Chris.
I guess I'll do the PG version of this.
We're getting unhinged Maddie tonight, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, Ohio
Maybe.
State almost beat them a few months ago. I did pick Oregon was my upset back then, so I do remember taking them. I think I'm going to take them again just because I don't like the Buckeyes at all. Got a lot of friends who went to Penn State. They get owned by Ohio State every year, so I would love to see Ohio State taste a little medicine from Oregon. So I'm going to take Oregon.
All right, Kev.
Ohio State's chance would probably be better if Ryan Day got trampled. I refuse to pick Ohio State in a big game unless it's against Penn State. So give me Oregon.
There you go. All right, Nate, from the top rope, who you got?
OH.
You suck.
Screw you. Give me the Buckeyes.
Screw you.
All right. I'm not gonna put him in his penalty box. That's all him there. All right.
It's
Now
adorable.
this game, I don't understand why this game is so close.
The best.
Love you, Chris.
I love you too, buddy. Jimmy Carter podcast.
Damn right. It's crazy. No, you know what's sad? But he passed away at 100. He's seen a lot of stuff in his life. He didn't see Embiid make the finals.
Yeah. I've been getting that all week.
Sad stuff, man. Sad
You
stuff.
didn't see Embiid play a full season.
Yeah. Dude. Honestly, I'm with you. I'm like anti-Embiid, dude.
I'm an Embiid hater. I've been since I started
Dude,
watching.
nobody likes Embiid, dude. Outside of like
unless you are like a Philly or nothing, like it doesn't matter what they do. Chris, you're a realist Philly fan. That's why you don't like Embiid. I understand that.
Jimmy Carter was 45 when the Jets won the Super Bowl.
All right, I'm going to just say this. This is Mike Burlon versus Stacey Morgan this game. All right, our favorite Bulldog versus our favorite Irishman. Yeah, go Dogs. As much as it, like, you guys got to understand something. I will stand on business that Miami would have beaten Notre Dame or Indiana. I will stand on business about that. Georgia is far and away a better team than Miami or Notre Dame or Indiana. So, that being said, Gunnar Stockton, by the way, is going to be a problem next year. He will be at New York with Lenore Sellers next year. I've loved watching Stockton on tape. He's playing. He looks good, by the way. And the revival of Trevor Etienne makes that defense a lot better. And by the way, one of the most underrated pass rushes in the country. They're going to be a menace. So Notre Dame's going to have a problem. Give me Georgia to win, and they're going to cover easily. Maddie.
Another guy I'm not really a big fan of, Carson Beck, but
he's not playing.
I do. Oh, he's not playing. Oh, this is
Gunnar Stockton's the back.
Oh, you just said it. I keep thinking of you keep saying Gunnar Stockton. I keep thinking of Gunnar Olszewski. Just
that's a wild mix up to make. The Bemidji State product,
boy, man.
Yeah, I just think of that fucking punt returner guy in the Giants.
First,
all right, I'll roll with you.
Man. Come on.
Wait, he's not even there no more.
Allegedly. What do you mean he's never mind. I'm not getting into this.
Well, no, right now, Carson Beck is currently nursing himself the NFL draft with one of the Cavender twins.
Give me John Stockton's son, Gunnar Stockton.
I love Georgia. Now he's going to go to Alex. All right, Chrissy.
Them dogs.
This is not counts an upset, by the way, if you were leaning Notre Dame.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's really hard to take Notre Dame.
They're all neutral site games, so that 3-point rule gets tossed out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm still going to take the dogs. I mean, it kind of sucks for them not having Beck. I don't know how big of a difference he is. I don't think he's that good.
I think it's better,
but I'll say that front four is going to get the Notre Dame quarterback a lot. So I want to take the dogs just because. Yeah, Riley Leonard. I just don't. I don't know. Notre Dame had their fun last week. They're playing a good SEC team. Give me Georgia.
All right, Georgia.
Sometimes when I think about taking Notre Dame, I think of how bad that movie Rudy was, and I just go against them.
I hate.
He was offside.
I hate that movie so much. All right, number one Georgia fan.
He was offside.
Carson Beck being out is going to unquantifiably improve Georgia's chances in this game. I cannot put into words how bad Carson Beck is and how much better literally anyone else would be back there.
He's Christian Hackenberg with mobility.
Brett Favre's welfare stealing CTE riddled ass in the year 2024 would be a step up from Carson Beck at quarterback for the Georgia Bulldogs. Luckily, it wouldn't matter either way if they have Brett Favre, Carson Beck, RG3 on one leg. It does not matter. Notre Dame is an overglorified group of five program. that has good marketing. They are not good. They have not been good for our entire lifetimes. They have not been good for most of our parents' lifetimes. And we're just going to take the dogs.
Dogs.
Ouch.
Dogs.
All right.
Nate.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
I can't wait till the Giants win next week somehow, and then we have to we fall down the draft board and we have to draft Carson back at whatever 8 or 9.
It's okay, buddy. You got Tanner McKee to worry about now.
Oh yay! Wait, why isn't Pickett playing?
Because his ribs are looking like Swiss cheese. Because
Yeah, he
Michael
took
Harvey
one
just
of
packed him.
Yeah, he took a shot of little pain
He had
injection.
cracked
like
ribs
Mahomes.
against Washington, and then they actually broke against Dallas.
Yeah, but he was slinging it against. He was slinging it. But anyways,
Some
yeah.
Boomer Long quarterback.
give me the Irish. My co-host Brian said he's a big Notre Dame fan. And I'll Notre Dame played a good first game in the playoff. I know Georgia's a big step up, but I don't know. Good feeling about the Irish for some reason. So give me that.
All right. Now this game actually
Famous
counts
last
as an
words.
upset.
Ooh, who wants to take this one?
Kevin, we have to abstain from jokes on air. I'm sorry. We have to.
I don't make those jokes. Of all the things I make jokes about, I try to refrain from those on air.
Oh, I just make them off air.
Fair.
Yeah, Kieran's going to have to hear from me the entire weekend, by the way.
That's fair. I'll take it, and I will make this pick in Kiernan's memory. He's not dead. He's just out of the country. I think Ashton Gianti's electric. I think he is going to be the best player on this field, regardless of what game he's in. If they move on, he's probably going to be the best player on the field the rest of these playoffs. Unfortunately, the other 20 or the other 11 people on the other side are better than everyone else on Boise State. I think the talent disparity is going to be too big. And I think Penn State is going to keep rolling. I don't like picking James Franklin in a big game, but I don't think the talent disparity can be overlooked.
I am going to hate myself for this. I am also going with Penn State. I think Boise State covers because if we do remember, Ashton Genty ran for about 2-something and a couple touchdowns against Oregon, which is a much superior defense. But it was early in the season. I do think Penn State stumbles a little. It makes us way closer than it needs to be. Like we're like a lot of Penn State fans are literally clutching their pearls. But I think Penn State pulls this off. It's just the problem is, like you said, Ashton Genty, if he's number one, 2 through 89 go to Penn State. So, Maddie.
Yeah, pretty much everything that Kevin was saying. I mean, Ashton Genty is a fantastic, phenomenal athlete. He's just a diamond in the rough for Boise State. Like Kevin said, though, unfortunately, every other person on Penn State is a whole lot better than everybody else on Boise State. So I'm going to take Drew Aller and the Nittany Lions to take on the Boise State. So give me Penn State.
All right. Chrissy, Pennsylvania native.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to go the opposite way. James Franklin.
Upset pick, Boise State?
I am, because I looked at the upsets for the NFL this week, and there's a lot of games where starters aren't playing. So I'm very iffy on that. So I think I'm going to take my chance with this as my upset pick. As much as I'd rather see Penn State win, because I like to see my friends happy, I'm going to take Boise State as my upset against Penn State. It's just James Franklin in a big game. It's like, it's dynamite. Like it's gonna blow up. So yeah, give me Boise State over Penn. So sorry, friends, but just I need the points. One last ditch effort. Even though I think Matty already won this, but
Technically, Matt hasn't locked it up because the thing is, one, we have a big week this week. Also, playoffs count for double points. Matt could lock this up as early as the divisional round.
does this count for double points or NFL playoffs count?
NFL playoffs count for double points.
Okay, that makes sense.
Basically, last year we conceded because Matt had like a 20-point lead.
I borrowed some of Mason's points, and I still didn't catch up.
Yeah, you were tanking for Quinn Ewers, and then he just decided not to play.
Yeah, I was tanking for Caleb Williams. Bust. Another bust season for me.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
going for sure.
If I do win this year, I just want to dedicate my third win in a row to Jimmy Carter.
Damn, JC podcast.
I went from winning 2 years in a row to Matt winning 3 years in a row. It's just been a weird kind of
It's a weird dynasties you guys got here.
Yeah.
Notice
again-
once Jared stopped going up against me, he stopped
Yeah,
winning.
and Savannah, who just picked anything Green Bay or Ohio State regardless. She was, like the whole joking Vontae Mack, no matter what. She was Green Bay and Ohio State, no matter what.
I am just stupid.
No, you're overly emotional.
That's fair.
You pick with your heart, which I love, but it also is easy to beat you that way.
Yeah, most of my college losses this year came from picking LSU. So
most of my wins came from picking against them.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Brian Kelly.
All right,
Kev,
Blue Mountain State or Penn State?
Penn State.
He took Penn State already.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, you went first.
Nate.
Sorry,
It's okay.
Nate.
I went to pee.
Nate is the one who has to pick.
Hello. Yeah, give me the Broncos.
Double upsets this week. Okay.
Wait, but I don't get credit, right? Because Chris.
You don't
picked it
get
first.
credit because Chris, he jumped on it first.
It's all good.
You can
Chris ain't-
split with him, but
Nah.
that's up to Chris.
Nah, we good. I just
I'll split it.
really.
You want to go doubles?
Nah, man, you keep that, man. Nah, it's good.
It's on the table.
I'll just follow it
You
as
change
it
your
is.
mind, you
Hey,
text
you
me.
can take ASU if you like.
Yeah, I'm not that emotionally stupid. Yeah, I'm not that crazy. I'm already
All
losing
right.
as it is. So
Okay. All right, that's it for college ball. We're going to NFL now. 3 great games. None of these are upsets, by the way, so just warning you now. We're going to go with the meme bowl first. Tanner McKee versus Drew Lock. Okay, I'm just going to tell you right now, based on their performances this week, this game should be really fun, and I'm hoping it is, because it's going to be Tanner McKee throwing to Johnny Wilson, Aeneas Smith, and Jahan Dotson, and it's going to be Drew Lock throwing to the entire Giants starting lineup, and I still kind of have Philadelphia winning, so give me the Eagles. Maddie.
how do I put this in words? Because it's not going to probably make any sense. Saquon breaks the rushing record. I think Giants win. I'm only going to put the Giants win, besides the fact that it's Drew Lock versus Tanner McKee. But you're going to have Philly pretty much probably resting just about 90, 95% of the starters, since they've already clinched the playoffs and they can't get any higher of seed because they can't get the number 1 seed. So I think they're going to rest majority of the starters. Probably play Saquon, see if he can get the record. But I'll take the Giants just because I think this is going to be one of those games where they squeak out another win, worsen their draft stock. But it's also just Tanner McKee and a bunch of third string. So
unless Brian Dable throws out a real monkey wrench, but throws out like some Tim Boyle.
Oh my God. If I get a text that says Tim Boyle is going to be starting on Sunday at Saturday, we'll be switching my pick as soon as possible.
Oh no, I will.
I'll take
That
the Giants
I
right
will
now.
allow because that is just Brian Dable. Just love.
But I will roll with the Giants and take the +3 and all that good stuff.
All right, Chrissy, where you rolling the meme bowl? We gonna go Birds?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, there's even if
Your
sit the
Tanner
starters-
McKee stands here.
I am, dude. That guy's he's got beautiful dimes. I'm rolling with it. Give me the Birds.
All right, Kev.
I think the Eagles are going to give Saquon a bunch of touches in the first 3 quarters, get him 101 yards, immediately sit him, put all their backups in. And because the Giants cannot do anything right, they're going to win, as Matt said, and mess up their draft stock. And side note, the 4 teams that Tim Boyle beat while at Eastern Kentucky, all of their players should feel bad about themselves. And if any of them are still playing football, they should retire immediately.
Tim Boyle is one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life.
The Giants could go from the first pick to like the 8th or 10th pick all in a 2 week span.
It's crazy.
And that's
how
my
many-
life in a nutshell, Just when you
Oh,
think
I-
good things are
Nate,
happening.
you could come south. We'd love you down in Philly, bro.
Ew, no.
You got the hat on already.
Yeah, you're already rooting for a Philly team.
Yeah, but like I can't do
Nate,
that.
if you complain about
Phillies
50-something degrees, you're not going to want to
The
go to Philly.
Phillies are like the ugly, are like
True, Matt, true.
like the solid-looking stepsister. The Eagles are the prize, brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Why'd you put this game on here?
Because it's funny. Tanner McKee versus Drew Lock is cinema.
Yeah, I don't have to see freaking Luck like this and this and this. Why? We just had to lose on.
By the way, Drew Lock is 1-0 against Philadelphia for all those keeping score.
Oh God,
I wanted to lose, dude.
It's a New Year's game. Yeah,
we just had to beat the freaking Colt and put up 45. I haven't seen this team put up 45 in years, man.
I think they had OBJ the last time I put up 45.
Just give me the Eagles, dude. If we win, I honestly don't.
No way.
You're
Nate lost a point this week because
I did because the 40
the Giants losing is his gimme.
We never put up 45 ever, dude.
Dude, I would have given you the out if you want because once A-Rich was out.
Yeah, but like Flacco's, Chris is always like, Joe Flacco.
Yeah, but that's just Chris's weird obsession with Joe Flacco. That's
dude, he rules, dude.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, Chris
bro.
like worships a poster of Joe Flacco hanging over his bed at night.
Dude, he's elite.
Makes no sense.
Right. Now to the game that actually has some implications here. Bengals need win and they need.
I hope they make the playoffs.
So they need the Dolphins to lose, and I believe they need
the Broncos to lose.
The Broncos to lose.
They need Carson Wentz to beat the Broncos.
They need America's hero to step up to get Joe Burrow in the playoffs. Carson, you know what to do.
Oh, I don't know if because the Chiefs are resting like all their starters, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So Carson Wentz is a backup. I want Carson Wentz to deliver the.
There's no way he's going to beat Denver, but I digress.
He's 2-0 against Denver in his career.
Majority of the Chiefs roster is backups. They just figure it out.
Yeah, they kind of just like Swiss Army knife it together. Also, Carson Wentz really wants a starting job. I guarantee he's going to come out there trying to just yeet the ball around the yard.
Oh, God.
He wants to Matt Flynn his way into a big contract again.
Yeah, just to get a third-round rookie to just take his
With
job.
that being said, the Bengals are playing for something. Steelers have already kind of locked up a wild card spot. So, yeah, give me the Bengals.
The Steelers locked up what they needed to, which was to not have a losing season for the 18th or 19th consecutive year under Mike Tomlin. So ever since that happened, they have just been kind of like a steady downhill team. I'm going to take the Bengals, even though the Steelers defense is light years better than Cincinnati. Cincinnati is actually fighting for something. Steelers, just like I said, they've already clinched the playoffs. So I think Joe Burrow gets it done in Pittsburgh. I thought it was in Cincy, but it's in Pittsburgh. So give me the Bengals over the Steelers in a close one. I don't know. They lost Pickens, and the team didn't look the same. Then they get him back, and they still look terrible. I think they're just waiting for January to come around.
Mike Tomlin do Mike Tomlin things. Kev.
I don't know. This one's a tough one. Usually, I just pick Mike Tomlin's devil magic and go from there. I feel like I'll be
over 500 record.
That's true, but it is a division game. So we're gonna keep rolling with the Mike Tomlin devil magic and go with the Steelers.
Devil magic of mediocrity. I love it. Nate,
yeah.
Bengals or Steel City?
Bengals, and it's just a small question. If Burrow carries this team to the playoffs, should he be at least considered for MVP? Or
he wins it. If they make it, he wins it.
Fantastic. Give me the Bengals.
Yeah, best statistical quarterback in the league right now. He wins it over Lamar and Josh Allen, hands down. His entire nomination as a nominee for the award hinges on him somehow making the playoffs.
That would be great for the fact that Josh Allen got that big MVP iced out little diamond chain, and he just does not get it.
It's okay. He gets the Haley Steinfeld. Life's not that bad.
I can't wait for them to choke in the playoffs. I'm here for it.
Damn, you hate the Bills that bad, huh?
He's in the same. It's like me hating on the Commanders and McDaniels.
There you go.
Brain fart. I am done, dude. It's been a long day. All right, this game is gonna be fun. I cannot wait. My father, everyone knows Big Marcus, diehard Vikings fan.
You forgot Chris.
I'll probably take the Bengals.
I am so sorry, buddy. I know.
And it's good. I was looking at Carson Wentz's 2011 tweets.
I know you sent me one of them. No fat chicks. One of the
You just know
greatest
the guy's
tweets. Carson Wentz just being Carson Wentz. My favorite story of all time is him and Alshon Jeffrey getting in a screaming match in the locker room, and Lane Johnson mistakenly having to throw Alshon Jeffrey away from him because Carson was such a baby. But we love Carson. But Alshon Jeffrey being the captain for Sunday was kind of cool seeing him.
I've never seen Carson like physically scream at anybody. So like if there's insider video of that and it gets leaked.
Dude, Alshon Jeffrey hated Carson Wentz. And I think it's like well documented. I was like, after all this stuff came out about Carson, Kev was here for that year. I was just like this. I'm like, oh my God, really? I backed the wrong guy. I had to like do about 18 I'm sorry to Nick Foles.
Yeah, same.
Nick. Yeah. All right. So you're taking the Bengals. I thought you led with picking the Bengals. I know how you love Joey.
I picked the Bengals the entire year. It's been a roller coaster of a team. Actually, they've lost me a lot of points, got me a lot of points. They've been my favorite team to take in this six-pack this year. So, yeah, give me the Bengals.
All right. And you have your upset tonight, by the way, with this team is going up on Sunday Night Football because they kick off in.
Yeah, I'm playing against Goffense, so I need Goffense to have a stinker.
Next week?
In my one league, I'm playing against Goffense. I got Brock O'Clock tonight. I actually have him, so
you did take the line. You took Brock as your upset pick this week.
I did, dude. I'm Brock believing tonight, dude. Hopefully I can California dream tonight. Sorry for all the puns, but I gotta root for the Niners.
California. Yeah.
It's out of party, baby.
Worst state in the country. Most beautiful, but worst state in the country. All right, there you go.
Bro, In-N-Out Burger slapping, bro. What do you know?
Ooh, double, baby. Oh.
Animal style.
Yes, the burger, the fries.
I can go get better burger at a
agree.
corner steakhouse, a corner smokehouse. I can get burger. In-N-Out's a culture thing. I don't get it. Whataburger's better. Whataburger's better.
You're such an Aquarius.
What's the fish thing?
Pisces.
Yeah, that's
we
what
talked about this one. Yeah, we tried.
Yeah, I don't really get this whole
the
thing.
Zodiac
One of my best friends, she's been into this for years. She tries to tell me all this crap, and I'm like, huh? It's like she's speaking like a foreign language to me. Anyway, finally, Vikings Lions. Everyone knows Big Marcus, my father, diehard Vikings fan. I really
pick with the Pops.
Yeah, I got to go with Pops here.
There
I love Motor City Dan Campbell, but dude, that defense is looking sketchy. And
they already put the graphic up of the Vikings with the 1 seed.
Oh yeah, I don't actually know. No, come back to me.
There.
Come back to me. I don't know. I'm 3-3 picking against or with the Vikings this year. So
I'll put you down as thinking about it.
Yeah, Matty, go.
I have not, to my knowledge, lost a 6-pack pick where I picked with the Lions. I'm pretty sure every time I've gone with them, they've done me justice. I'm gonna stick with them here. Yeah, big justice. 3 booms for this one.
Nice.
I'm gonna stick with them here. It's one of those games where it's gonna be such a close game, and it's divisional, fighting for the first seed, that I just feel more inclined to go with the home team. And Jared Goff in the Dome is a safe pick. So give me Jared Goff, give me the Lions, give me Craig Reynolds. Because then score a touchdown.
Dude, I'm a big Craig Reynolds guy. Shout out to Hard Knocks 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Kev.
I love Dan Campbell and Jared Goff. But I think the injuries on defense are too much. And I think I'm gonna have to go with Sammy D and the Vikes. He's exercised those ghosts. He called up Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd, got that taken care of, and now he's actually a half decent quarterback. Now that he's away from that dysfunctional conglomerate they call a franchise in New York.
You're going with Big Marcus there?
Yeah.
I'll say give him a shout out. All right, Chrissy, who you taking? Go with my old man's team or our boss Mike Brown's team?
Either way, I'm going to disappoint somebody tonight. I've been betting against the Lions all year, and it's been biting me. I guess I got to ride with the boss man tonight. As much as I want to ride with the Clemster, I think I got to take the Lions, unfortunately. And I am a big Sammy D fan. He's been rocking this year, but I'm going to take the Lions.
I will give you guys an out. If the Lions get killed tonight, or if they win tonight, I will give you guys an out.
I can't imagine them getting killed, but I appreciate it.
If something happens tonight, I will give you guys an out on the pick.
Oh my god!
I mean, it's all true. Yeah.
Oh, I made a worse joke about the Jets and success in. I'll take it in a second. Anyway,
hey, I'll save it for off air.
Yeah, we'll save it for off air. Anyway, crap.
You got to go. Or Nate goes.
I'm going with the old man. I'm taking Sam Darnold's going to be the death of me. It can be the Vikings. I got to go with my old man here. You know what, dude? They play good defense. They have 1,000 different weapons to beat you. And he's not making the same mistakes he made when he was God damn it, Matt. He's not making the same mistakes he made when he was in New York. He's a completely different quarterback now. He's playing for a contract. And honestly, the Lions, it sucks for them that they're injuries, but unfortunately that's the game, man. They're going to be great next year. Lions will probably number one seed next year. Unfortunately, it's Minnesota. Also, Minnesota hosting is a lot easier for Philadelphia because there's a lot better chance that we've won some big games in Minnesota, Chris. I don't know if you remember a certain game against Tommy Brady, but yeah, we do okay in Minnesota. Anyway, yeah, give me the Vikes. Nate,
Roar, Lions.
Lions. Okay.
Yeah, I like golf.
All right, so I believe Nate and Chris is the only person who took an upset in the six-pack. So we're going to go to upsets and gimme. So, Chris, you get first dibs on a gimme, my friend. What do you like?
I'm going to take, just because I still think they're going to start Donovan Peoples-Jones, I think, is the QB in Cleveland. I'm going to take the Ravens over the Browns.
No, it's Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
Dorian Thompson, my bad, dude. If Winston was there, if the Winston show, which I feel like is going to be like, they're going to say on like Friday, oh, Winston's going to play. And I'm going to be like, this game could be a low-key toss.
If there is since we're doing the show so early in the week, I will give you guys an out. If there is some like spread changing event, I will give you guys an out. Like we did with the Packers 49ers a few weeks ago when Brock Purdy didn't play. I will give you guys that same option because it's not fair to you guys picking this early in the week. So.
All right, I'm gonna take the Ravens over the Browns.
All right.
1 second, guys. I'm still listening. Hold
on. Okay. Maddie, who do you want for an upset this week?
Give me Carson Wentz and the Chiefs plus 8.5 on the road in Denver. The Broncos need that one more win to close it out.
You took that from me, but I accept it.
Well, it was that, or I was going to take LSU plus 3.5 at home over Baylor. But I thought, well, if I just said all of my college losses came from picking LSU, maybe I don't want to go down that route. So give me the Chiefs to upset the Broncos, which is funny to say. But the Broncos have stalled out at that 9-win mark, and they're just not getting past that hump. So give me the Chiefs to just close their season out.
All right. Geez, you're not leaving me with a lot of options here.
Could take LSU over Baylor.
Matt, shut up.
Do I look stupid?
That's why I didn't do
it. That Baylor team to me is just so unpredictable. The Saints looked awful against Las Vegas.
He's gonna do it.
Do I do Cowboys over Commanders?
That was one I was leaning towards too.
You believe in Dallas that much, sir?
I mean, listen, I don't know. Matt took my pick, so I'm kind of like scrambling here. Oh, that's a nominee. Matt kind of put me in a box here. I'm kind of like scrambling to find a good place to swing it. Oof. You know what? No. Friday, January 3rd. Actually, no, it's too late. That's next week. That's next week's show. Damn it. Can't get away with that one.
Wait a minute. But
No,
this, so
actually, it's not.
this is our only show
Yeah,
of the week.
no.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Give me North Texas to upset Texas State
Jesus.
in the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl. Let's
I
go,
think you
North
just took
Texas.
Nate.
Big Green, baby.
I think you just took Nate's pick.
I know he's so mad right now.
Nate,
I'm sorry.
Cowboys over
okay.
Commanders.
No. I can't do it, but man, Matt, I can't do it.
Here we go, commies. Here we go.
Yeah. I don't know. NFL makes me depressed because we just had to win on Sunday. Is it my turn?
We'll beat you on Sunday.
It is.
Sunday.
Thanks. McKee, go off, baby. Go off for like 250 and 3 tutties.
There you go. Tanner McKee about to slinging around, get a contract.
I don't think Jackson Dart's playing. So did anyone pick Duke yet? No one said Duke, right?
Nope. Nobody said Duke.
No.
Fantastic. Give me Duke over Ole Miss.
It's Mississippi State, by the way. There's like. Or is
Yeah,
it
that'd
Ole
be
Miss?
No, it is not. It is definitively not.
Oh yeah, Ole Miss. I said, wait, I said that. I'm like, wait, Mississippi
Yeah.
State's gone awful.
Mississippi State was like 1-11 or something.
Yeah, Jackson Dart playing. You know what? Listen, but neither is Malik Murphy. He's already transferred.
It's okay. Go Blue Devils.
You going with my boy Manny Diaz?
Yep.
All right.
Why not, right?
All right.
Can't get any worse.
Nate's at this point. Nate's just like hacking away, like screw it. Someone's got to hit.
I know it's something. Which at this point, I'm already losing by a lot in the standings. But
All right.
yeah.
Okay, that's about it for the 6-pack. Wait, Chris, you took your gimme, right?
Yeah, I took the Ravens.
Okay.
Do
All
I
right.
not get an upset?
You can take them. You can get both because you're a guest.
Oh, I don't have a gimme. Well, my gimme's Alabama over Michigan.
That was my gimme if I ended up taking an upset. So
Roll Tide.
I'm gonna hate that pick. Roll Tide.
High
My
Tide.
upset though is LSU over Baylor.
There we go. That's why I said shut
LSU.
up.
Brian Kelly's got 2 straight bowl wins at LSU. He does not lose non-New Year's Six bowls. The Texas Bowl is not a New Year's Six bowl, even though it is being played on New Year's Day. So, give me LSU. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
go Tigers.
Jared,
right.
I threw you a bone of an upset in the chat. Raiders over Chargers. They already clinched the playoffs.
Okay, they burned me last week though. That's the problem.
What?
The Raiders burned me last week.
Oh,
No, it was 2 weeks ago.
okay.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
I thought you were saying you picked the Chargers over the Patriots.
No.
I was going to drive down to Connecticut and
Actually,
smack.
you know what?
That's a
The
terrible
listen.
pick.
Listen, they're going to be sitting Justin Herbert. I'm flipping. North Texas can go.
Easton Stick, baby.
Give me the Raiders. I'll go with my uncle's team one more time because they're listen, Nate. The New York Giants may be a complete mess up, but there's always one worse, and that is the Las Vegas Raiders. They will play themselves into the 10th overall pick here in this game. Give me the Raiders.
Yeah, true. Can't wait for baseball season.
Yep, go Snakes. All right, ladies and gents, that about wraps up for today. Kev, where can we find you and our boy Kieran's amazing content?
You can find us at Quad Tailgate on pretty much every platform. We do not have a YouTube yet, but we're going to make one for the off-season content we're doing because we're actually going to do stuff in the off-season this year.
Yay!
Hopefully that would suck if I talk about all about this and then we just don't do it. But the plan is to do off-season content. It's going to be not really what we normally do. It's going to be a lot of college football history, ranking, tier lists, things like that. I got an idea. I might want to do worst pre-draft tweets, do it like a bracket. Jared, I might try to have you on for that.
Yes. I'm excited.
So, yeah.
All right, ladies and gents, that's an hour and a half. We're good. You can find us at Everything Corner Booth Pod. You can find Nate at 3rd and 10 podcast as well. We will see you guys next Monday. Next Monday, we're doing a show. So, congratulations to my friends Alex and Trevor getting married Friday. That is why I will not be here on Thursday. So I didn't feel like making the boys work while I'm not here. What kind of leader would I be? So that being said, shout out to our sponsors, Candips, Righteous Felon, and SeatGeek, and of course, Belly of Sports. We appreciate you all for stopping by. Check out Kevin's Tailgate in the Quad podcast. Obviously, they have a little more time left before the college football season is over. And we will see you guys on Monday. Peace.